Sup, Buzznet? Alright, in reference to the podcast here, once again.
Welcome back.
I'm Amanda.
And I'm Heather.
And it's a paranormal episode. Ooh. Spooky.
This one's not as spooky. I haven't found any, really creepy ones yet.
Hold on, we might have... What did you call him? An elephant in a china shop?
A bull in a china shop.
Oh, whatever. Are you coming up?
Hey, Bee.
Hi, handsome.
You coming? Come here.
That's what she said. No?
Nope.
No, we're gonna go find a squeaky toy. Okay, great. Alright, what am I listening to?
Today we're going to do, it's called Montpelier Hill.
Where's that at?
That is in Ireland.
Ooh.
Near Dublin.
Ooh. We're going overseas.
Take a little hop across the pond. And then away from the pond.
Okay. Enlighten me.
Alright, it's known as one of the most haunted locations in all of Ireland.
Not the world, though.
No, just Ireland.
Just Ireland. Ireland's a little small.
A little bit.
Smidge. They can't see us.
They can't. You can't. A smidge. A little.
As we had a full-on blown conversation with my dog as he stared at us. It's great. Oh, moving stuff. Okay.
Okay, it was built around 1725 as a hunting lodge by William Connolly, who was the Speaker of the Irish House of Commons. The workers found an ancient grave passage, which is basically was a mound of rough stones built as a memorial or a landmark on top of a hilltop. The workers took most of the stones from the grave and used them in construction of the lodge, which is said to have led to its demise.
Fair.
Not long after the construction finished, the slate roof of the lodge blew off. Which how stones just blow off a roof?
Yeah, I'm like, isn't slate kind of heavy?
Yeah, it's just stone that
it fucking just blew off.
Blew right off.
Okay, great.
Some claimed that the storm was the cause. Others said the devil tore it off in pure rage.
He was just like, steroid out.
Fuck this roof.
Better fix that roof before my dad gets home. It was the Kool-Aid man all along.
It's red like the devil.
Just
Connolly, eventually they had the roof rebuilt with arched stones that were from the same grave.
Okay, great.
The roof still stands today, and many say that it has caused some of the paranormal incidents that occurred during its history. Connolly died in 1724, just 4 years after the lodge was finally completed, and his family let the Hellfire Club use the lodge. Do you know what the Hellfire Club is?
Should I know what the Hellfire Club is?
I don't know.
Oh, okay, then no, I don't.
You don't watch Ghost Adventures as much as I do.
I've never watched an episode of Ghost Adventures.
Missing out. The Hellfire Club was made up of, and it was founded by persons of quality. Most of them were in politics or of high culture. It was said that this is where Ireland's elites went to engage in some of the most immoral and degenerative acts known to man. Their motto was, I'm assuming this is French, but I'm probably going to butcher it.
Okay, great.
Fais ce que tu voudras, which means do what thou wilt. Rumors of widespread drunkenness, orgies, black masses, devil worship, sacrifices, and murder happened within their walls.
Did you say orgies?
Yes.
So, how many people in a room without their shoes on is that?
What?
Isn't that what an orgy is defined as? Like, so many people without shoes and socks on in a room?
Oh, I don't know. I've never looked up the definition of an orgy.
Oh. Okay, also, if there's faint chewing in the background, it's my dog. I don't know what he's chewing on, but he's chewing behind me. Sounds like a squeaky toy.
The members of the Hellfire Club really took their motto seriously.
I mean, as you should.
You're like, yeah, I'll do what I want.
Like, when I was a Girl Scout, I took that motto serious. I don't know what our motto was. Like, I don't know this motto. Like,
A three finger. I can't even.
yes, we all know. You always had trouble with that. I remember it was like, leave it better than you found it, which I used to.
It's not be prepared. That's the Boy Scouts.
Right. I used to hate that because we'd like go to a campsite and our troop leader would be like, "But this isn't how we found it." And I'm like, "No, it's fucking better than how we found. I cleaned up someone else's fucking mess. That did not come out as English.
Just gibberish."
Both of us are sick. P.S. Let's just throw that out there.
Yeah, so we probably sound raw also.
Yeah, I probably sound like a man. Duh. Just gonna throw that out there. Also, P.S. I just had this conversation. Sorry, I'm just tangenting. Is that a word? I don't know. My dad and I went somewhere yesterday, and we were talking about concerts because my boyfriend made fun of me because I was gonna fly to Florida in April to see Kiss, and he's like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "Old enough to party." And my dad goes, "I really hope Boston goes back on tour." And I was like, "Oh, did they play the song Amanda?" And he was like, "Yeah, duh, that's like one of their biggest songs." I was like, "Do you know how many people ask me to this day if I've ever heard that song?" And I'm like, "I'm 30 years old. I've heard it, and people have sung it to me, and they're like, 'Do you know that song?' What? No. Boston has a song named Amanda." Anyway, that was a tangent.
I only know one song that has my name in it.
Hey, Heather.
I don't even remember. Who is it?
Farewell.
Farewell.
I love that song. I don't know the rest of it, but I mean, I know it if I hear it.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like I couldn't sing Just the Way You Are by Bruno Mars.
Me either.
All right, go on.
All
Tell me
right.
some more mottos. So they take their motto serious.
They do. That's what I was looking. I was like, where was that? The most known story that is of an unknown visitor to the lodge. He joined the members of the Hellfire Club in a game of poker. One of the members dropped something, most likely their card, and when he bent down to pick it up, he soon noticed something was off about the visitor.
He was playing strip poker and nobody else was.
Yeah. He's like, why is this guy naked under the table? He had cloven hooves instead of feet.
Well, I guess that's something different too, huh?
The visitor realized that he was no longer hidden, and the member who saw his feet supposedly disappeared in a burst of flames.
Wait, how did he get in with nobody noticing?
Maybe he could shapeshift, and he walked in with regular feet. He's like, oh, well, I'm under the table, nobody's gonna see, and I'm just gonna leave my cloven feet out. Okay, in case you didn't pick up on it, the visitor is the devil.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Because
But
usually he has cloven hooves.
I didn't know that.
In the South Park movie, he has.
Ask me how many times I've watched South Park ever.
You've watched the movie.
No, I haven't.
So you just like the Blame Canada song?
Yes. I discovered that song and enjoyed it. The most I know about South Park is the fact that they used to call Scotty Butters after somebody from South Park. Is he the one that always dies?
No, that's Kenny.
Oh, see?
V used to call me Tweak because I used to like randomly get my shivers.
Yeah, you kind of do look like a tweaker.
Thanks.
Well, when you get the shivers, not all the time. I mean,
just when I get my involuntary.
I mean, maybe we should go on cocaine. I hear it helps you lose weight. Don't do that. That was not like
drugs are bad.
Yeah, I actually don't endorse any drugs. I've never done a drug except alcohol
Or
and
prescription.
caffeine. God, it just made me sound like a pill addict. Holy shit!
That are prescribed,
and I don't abuse them.
Okay.
Okay, so it was the devil.
Yes, he was the devil.
Okay.
Supposedly. A sighting that is claimed that people have seen are of two nuns known as Blessed Margaret and Holy Mary. It's said that they've taken part in the Black Masses on Montpelier Hill, so they're not the good Christian nuns. And if that wasn't enough for you, it gets weirder. During one of the black masses and sacrifices, one of which included a dwarf, the lodge caught fire and some of the members died. This prompted the remaining members to change the location of the club.
Is dwarf as in a little person?
Yes.
Oh, so we're going to be PC and say a little person?
Well, technically, there's different classifications.
So is dwarf PC?
I don't know, is it?
I don't know. Go on. Sorry if it's not. Email Heather at inreference2podcast@gmail.com and yell at her. Okay, great. Bye.
They moved to the Killakee steward's house, which sat at the base of Montpelier Hill. So they just traveled to the bottom instead of at the top.
Sounds like flooding will happen.
No, surprisingly, it does not.
Oh.
At least, not that I saw.
Okay.
The club's activities declined a lot until 1771 when Thomas Buck Whaley revived them. They became known as the Holy Fathers instead of the Hellfire Club. And then the whole unholy activities continued for another 30 years.
Never mind. Go on.
He just shook.
Who?
Brody.
And?
Oh, I thought you heard something.
Oh, no, I was contemplating how they went from a club to the Holy Fathers.
They just, changed their name of their group, I guess.
Brody is now gonna pull his elephant skin apart. Not a real elephant skin. He wants attention.
He didn't want attention earlier.
We tried to get him to just sleep and snore between us while we're recording, but he didn't want to do that.
Nope. Okay, the worst legend involved the kidnapping, murder, and then eating of a local farmer's daughter.
No.
The steward's house is said to be haunted like Montpelier Hill. The house is haunted by an immense black cat the size of a dog with burning red eyes.
What size dog?
Not like a chihuahua, like a big dog.
I mean, you have to specify. There's so many sizes of a dog.
Probably I would assume maybe a small mastiff.
That's contradictory, but okay. Anyway. I don't know how to speak English. So.
The spirit is said to have been born of an incident that happened with the Hellfire Club. The members doused a cat in whiskey and lit it on fire, and then released it into the wild where it ran ablaze until it died. So
they all fucking became serial killers.
Basically.
Because nobody just willfully...
Because that's 2 of the 3 at once.
Yeah, you don't just fucking willfully douse a cat in whiskey and light it on fire.
First of all, it's alcohol abuse.
Yeah.
And then animal abuse and murder.
Also, okay, now that we brought up alcohol, not to be stereotypical, but if they're playing poker and they're Irish, they're knocking a few back.
But they're also not going to waste whiskey.
But, he's, knocking a few back and he looks under the table and all of a sudden,
oh,
the fucking devil is here! Maybe he was just losing immensely and,
Yeah, but then they said he burst into flames and died.
Okay. Who believes that?
Maybe he was dusking whiskey, too.
Yeah, exactly! Maybe he was like, this fucker's the devil! And...
I'm gonna flick a match at you. He dribbled a little down the front. He just caught on fire.
Always swallow.
Yep.
Okay, go.
Moving on. In the 1960s, artist Tomic McAssie, spelled the way it sounds,
okay,
was overseeing the renovation.
Do you want to marry him?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm going to assume he's probably dead by now.
Well, maybe he has a son that you can become Heather McGassie.
He was overseeing the renovation of the steward's house into an art house. He said that the locked door flung open, revealing a hideous black cat with red glowing eyes. He created a portrait of the cat that is in the house to this day. Actually, I think I have a picture of it.
Oh, that makes me not feel good.
Let me see.
If she finds this picture. Oh, God. Okay, she has 7,000 pictures of a sky that she has to look through. 14,000 pictures of my dog.
No, I had one.
Once we find it, we'll put it on our Instagram when we post this episode. Maybe.
I used to have a picture of it saved on here because I had a podcast thing.
A podcast thing. I'm assuming you mean folder.
Yes. Well, I can't find it.
What is it again?
It's the Killakee cat.
Killakee cat. Like
Killakee cat.
Killakee. This fucking terrifying thing?
Yes.
That with the picture from Hoarders? I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
It's playing in the background with the subtitles on.
Yeah.
Okay, he created a portrait of the cat that still hangs in the house to this day.
No.
In 1971, a plumber working on the Stewart's house dug up a small skeleton some believe is the body of the little person that has been sacrificed by the Hellfire Club many years before.
Who are now the Holy Fathers.
Yes.
Okay, great.
The Killakee cat portrait also has a legend surrounding it. It is said to not make eye contact with the cat in fear of it, the entity manifesting. I just looked at it. I think like the actual portrait, not like a picture of it. If we see a cat run around with red eyes tonight, we'll know that it's any picture.
I'm gonna find the alcohol I have in this house, douse you in it, and fucking light you on fire. I'm kidding. FBI that's listening. Maybe. Probably not.
Also, you're not to turn the portrait upside down, as it also invokes the demonic creature to appear.
Who is like, you know what, here's a picture, I'm just gonna fucking turn it upside down.
Ghost Adventures did it.
Okay, well, Ghost Adventures did it because of the legend.
Yeah, no, but like, who's like, you know what, this picture looks alright this way, but it probably look real good upside down.
Of a cat, like...
But I looked up, like, how it's sitting. It's not, like, actually, like, on the wall. It looks like it's, like, just leaning against the wall, so you could just pick it up, flip it around.
But why?
People. Crazy people. Who knows? Some other things people have experienced is having their jewelry tugged on. Usually religious symbols like crucifixes.
Okay.
It's like if I'm just like walking, somebody's like tugging on it, probably freak out. One said that
if you ever wore a crucifix,
I'd probably burn
yeah,
anyway.
You wouldn't make it to Ireland. So
one said that their chain was pulled so hard that the chain actually broke. Then there's the ghost of a woman is heard screaming in anguish. It's believed that she was murdered by being put in a barrel, which was then set on fire and rolled down the hill.
Which would put the fire out, but okay.
Probably not if it was soaked in whiskey.
Well, that's fair.
Probably a whiskey barrel. The lodge of Montpelier Hill, which is now basically the shell of what it was before the fire, still has the smell of brimstone, and some say that's because the devil still visits the site to this day.
Great.
And that is all I have on Montpelier Hill and the Killakee cat.
So what did Ghost Adventures find?
They had, what was it? They were using the spirit box. You know what that is?
Yeah. Ryan and Shane use it.
Yeah. And is like when they had it on, like a meow came through it.
Nope. I'd have been the fuck out of there in a heartbeat.
And then another time, like there was like a hiss, like the cat was like hissing at them. I was like, sometimes cats are creepy enough to begin with.
Yeah, no offense to cat people.
But like
offense.
If I'm just like a dark room and you know there's not a cat and you hear something hissing, like I'm out.
Yeah. Okay, well, so I don't ever have to worry about you wanting to go there because I refuse to travel overseas with you until you start to eat food that's like...
I could just go to Ireland and get drunk and then I'll probably eat whatever you put in front of me. When in Rome.
I would have to get you drunk. When was the last time you drank?
When in Rome.
Well, we wouldn't be in Rome.
Sorry.
Just beat up your microphone while you're at it.
When in Ireland.
It's not how the saying goes.
Or Scotland.
I know you want to go to Ireland.
I just want to see a legit castle. But
I need
not
to...
like the one that we saw in Canada. What was that one like? I almost said La Corona, but that's not right. The beer.
I have no idea. I've been to that place twice.
The secret passageway was neat, though.
Yeah. Ooh, speaking of, we went through a secret passageway at the Cathedral of Learning in Pittsburgh.
We did, and then roasted to death on the second floor.
Yes, that's fair. Alright, well, I guess someday I'll probably have to go meet the devil in Ireland. Yep. And some fucking cat that's probably gonna haunt my nightmares tonight anyway. Great.
Yeah, but you just saw the phase, you didn't look at the whole thing.
No, I did not. I'm not gonna click on that.
We'll post the actual picture on Instagram.
Correction.
I will post
Heather
it on Instagram.
will post it, and then I will not get on Instagram.
Or I'll just randomly do it, and you'll be like, what is this?
I would be very upset with you. No,
I'll warn you beforehand.
I don't care. It's fine. Okay, so next time will be true crime. And I don't know which one I'm going to do. I have two.
We'll just all be surprised next time, because I don't know what it is either.
You can pick one or two.
Or?
One or two.
What if I want to pick or?
Well, I don't have a third one prepared, so you can't pick or.
I'll pick one.
Okay, so that will be Aaron Hernandez. You know him?
The name sounds familiar.
He was a football player. Might still be a football player. He's not.
He might be, but he's not.
He's not.
He's not.
All right, so yeah, next week technically next week for y'all. But technically 2 minutes for us. We'll talk about Aaron Hernandez.